In the wild, survival isn't always about being the strongest. Sometimes it's about being the best actor. Meet the master of the death-feigning act, the opossum.
As night falls, the Virginia opossum emerges from its den, foraging for insects and fallen fruit in the shadows.
Their sense of smell is their primary tool, guiding them through the darkness to find their next meal.
But the forest is full of eyes. A predator has caught the scent of the slow-moving marsupial.
The first instinct of the opossum is to freeze, hoping its natural camouflage will blend into the forest floor.
The predator isn't fooled. It closes the distance, ready to strike a seemingly defenseless target.
When baring teeth and hissing fails, the opossum's body takes over in a way that is unique in the animal kingdom.
This is thanatosis, an involuntary physiological collapse triggered by extreme stress.
To any onlooker, the animal appears to have died instantly from fright.
To complete the illusion, the tongue lolls out, adding to the appearance of a fresh carcass.
But the visual isn't enough. The opossum begins to secrete a foul-smelling, greenish fluid from its anal glands.
Most predators are hunters, not scavengers. They are programmed to avoid meat that smells of rot and decay.
Inside, the heart rate drops by nearly half, and the body temperature dips, further mimicking death.
The muscles become rigid, a state known as catatonic posturing, making the ruse even more convincing.
Convinced the meal is tainted, the predator moves on to find fresher prey.
The opossum can remain in this state for minutes or even hours, depending on the perceived threat.
Once the coast is clear, the brain begins to wake the body from its chemical-induced slumber.
It is a gradual recovery. The opossum must ensure the predator hasn't doubled back.
With the danger gone, it retreats to the safety of the canopy, a survivor of another night.
This defense mechanism is millions of years old, a testament to the evolutionary success of the opossum. Researchers study this behavior to understand the neurological triggers of extreme fear responses.
It's important to note that playing dead isn't a conscious choice. It is an involuntary physiological reaction.
The scent is a cocktail of chemicals specifically designed to mimic the odor of putrefaction.
In urban areas, this behavior can be risky, especially when facing non-predatory threats like cars. Their survival kit doesn't stop at acting. They are also remarkably immune to the venom of most local snakes.
They are also nature's cleanup crew, consuming thousands of ticks every season, helping to stop disease. Their ability to adapt and defend themselves has allowed them to thrive where other marsupials failed. As the only marsupial in North America, their biology and behavior remain a subject of fascination.
While their brains are small, their specialized survival instincts are incredibly sophisticated.
Often misunderstood as pests, they are actually peaceful creatures that prefer flight over fight.
Predators often rely on movement and heat. A dead opossum loses both qualities rapidly.
The level of stress required to trigger this state is immense, pushing the body to its absolute limit. While others use thanatosis, few do it as convincingly or as foul-smellingly as the opossum. This chemical warfare ensures that even the hungriest predator thinks twice. Waking up takes energy. The opossum appears hungover as its heart rate returns to normal. Statistics show that this death act is surprisingly successful in saving lives in the wild.
Life goes on, and the opossum lives to see another sunrise.
As humans encroach on their territory, The opossum's ancient tricks are tested in new ways. The physiological toll is heavy, requiring the animal to find food and rest quickly afterward.
It's nature's ultimate bluff. By appearing worthless as food, the opossum wins the game of life. But how did this evolve?
Opossums have remained relatively unchanged for over 60 million years.
Their ancestors lived alongside the dinosaurs, using these same survival skills to endure.
The association between the smell of rot and dangerous bacteria is a universal deterrent for hunters. This specific fluid is produced only during the playing dead phase, marking it as a specialized defensive chemical.
Even young joeys show signs of this behavior early in their development.
Unfortunately, playing dead is a poor defense against a moving vehicle.
Education about these creatures helps people appreciate their role in the ecosystem.
Being nocturnal helps them avoid many daytime predators, but the night has its own dangers.
There is no twitch, no blink, no breath visible to the naked eye.
As the chemical block wears off, a surge of adrenaline helps the animal get back on its feet.
Often mistaken for a giant rat's tail, it is actually a fifth limb used for balance and climbing.
They are sensitive to cold, and their naked ears and tails are prone to frostbite.
While they play dead for big predators, they can be quite feisty with smaller competitors.
The foul odor is long-lasting, serving as a reminder to the predator that this prey is not worth it.
The response is hardwired into the most primitive parts of the brain.
By eating venomous snakes and disease-carrying ticks, they protect the health of the entire forest.
Like kangaroos, they raise their young in a pouch, a rarity in the northern hemisphere.
Studies show they have a better memory for where food is located than dogs or cats.
Every successful death act is a failure for the predator, a fascinating balance of nature.
Contrary to myth, adults rarely hang by their tails. They are simply too heavy.
If they can scare you off first, they will. The death act is always the absolute last resort.
These specialized glands are the secret weapon in their olfactory arsenal.
They don't hibernate, meaning they must find food all year round, even in freezing temperatures.
Once the act is over, they meticulously clean themselves to remove the foul scent.
Within minutes of the predator's departure, the opossum is fully functional again.
They are often solitary, but will congregate where food is plentiful.
Scientists believe this behavior is evolving to become even more efficient as predators adapt.
Against all odds, the opossum remains a staple of the American wilderness.
Despite their scary hiss, they are non-aggressive and will avoid conflict whenever possible.
Their high body temperature and grooming habits make them an ecological trap for ticks.
They prevent the spread of mold and disease by cleaning up organic waste.
The level of commitment to the role is biologically astounding.
Their world is one of scents, which makes their own scent-based defense so logical. It is a common misconception that they carry rabies, and their body temperature is usually too low for the virus.
As the threat passes, the chemical signals dissipate, signaling safety to other nearby animals.
After a night of high-stakes drama, the actor returns to its bed.
One of nature's most bizarre and successful strategies continues to work night after night.
Protecting these unique marsupials ensures our ecosystems stay balanced and healthy.
Next time you see an opossum, remember, there is much more to them than meets the eye.
The opossum proves that sometimes the best way to survive is to simply stop being a target. Nature's ultimate actor indeed. See you on the next adventure.